Good morning, gorgeous souls. Coming to you, now I'm worried my earrings are going to be hitting the microphone. Coming to you from the beautiful Sunshine Coast. It's my morning walk. It's absolutely stunning here. And today I wanted to just speak into the courage sometimes that it can take to live your dream life or live the life of your dreams. And really, number one, getting clear on what it is that we want. And if you're not sure what you want, take some time to explore that. Take some time to try new things or to get out there. I often will take a class, like whether it's an art class or a drumming class or, just trying different things as well can really expand our horizons of our own interests and what we love and getting to know ourselves even more on a deeper level. And of course, that's a super important priority step when we are creating the dream life that we're wanting to create there as well. Second piece around this is really the courage. Our fears absolutely can limit us to such a huge degree, and it was one of the reasons why I really wanted to say yes to the coast trek as well, the 50Ks. 21 Ks of walking in the sand. It was about 600 metres of elevation, and not necessarily with the sand, which I was grateful for. But I'd never walked 50 kilometres before. Done 42, which was a great milestone for me as well, but just had never done 50 Ks before. So when we really start to lean in and face our fears and take steps forward, it liberates, it opens up so much more physical energy for us and life force energy, because when we're blocking ourselves or bracing ourselves or we're living in survival mode instead of really, what do I want, what do I desire, what would light me up, what would bring me so much joy. And I get, we can have lots of different things in life that we feel we have responsibilities for, be that our children, our spouse, perhaps our job or career. And you don't have to change everything at once. However, if we don't stay true to our own authentic desires, what we will find is that our life force diminishes and we'll feel a sense of resignation or a sense of powerlessness that we can't actually change our life. There is always choices. However, sometimes we don't want to make those choices because of the potential consequences. However, I do know, after years and years of living this way myself, and certainly, when my life fell apart at 31, it was a perfect opportunity to rediscover myself, redefine myself, and to figure out what it was that I wanted. And a lot of that actually was 12 months of just exploring who was I and what was important to me, and getting clarity on that, and then being able to put steps in place. So I started to retrain and restudy. I'd previously worked in admin and bookkeeping and accountancy, and I wasn't a trained accountant, banking, in the steel industry. I'd worked in so many different various areas of life, but never done anything that really spoke to my passion. And so I retrained, I reskilled, and over 4 years I transitioned into my full-time business, providing an income for myself through self-employment. And I've been doing that for the last 16 years, and it's given me a level of freedom and a level of autonomy that I'm absolutely so grateful for that I have. And then I morphed that into my life coaching business because I really wanted portability and location freedom as a way of being able to take my kids away on school holidays. So just sharing a snippet of my own journey and all of the decisions and the investments and all of the things I needed to make along the way, which felt so sometimes terrifying, exhilarating, because I knew I was on my path, but absolutely terrifying. And I had no certainty around whether I was going to be able to do it or not. And that is why living the life of our dreams really does take the courage. Courage definitely helps to open up our heart energy, though, our heart chakra. And it really, the more you step through, the more you face your fears, the more you address them head on. And I'm definitely, one for letting go of our fears through belief work and things like that, and stories that we're telling ourselves. However, sometimes, just taking the action is enough to actually overcome the fear. And you will feel so much liberation and freedom, and what else is possible. And as we do that, we build so much more self-belief and self-confidence along the way. So not sure who needed to hear that this morning. I felt it on my heart and wanted to share that. And it's also really good reinforcement for myself as I continue to travel solo in my van currently on the Sunshine Coast, and going and hiking and doing lots of different things, and really embracing that when I'm used to traveling as a couple or in a partnership. I have done a lot of trips by myself as well, but it has definitely been another level of courage. Sometimes it's needed to really put ourselves out there and to be willing to continue to show up for ourselves. So lots of love to you all. Wishing you an amazing day. I just wanted to give you one more last little view. I am Cancerian, so water for me is absolutely just divine. So wishing you all a fantastic day, and what is one thing you could do today that really supports you to be living in greater alignment with the life of your dreams.